From our region to yours, this is AMI Vancouver.
I'm Christy Cassie for Accessible Media here at Vancouver Playhouse Theatre for a live audio-described performance of John Logan's play, Red. It's about artist Mark Rathko. Max Reimer is the artistic director here at the Vancouver Playhouse Theatre. What brings you to Vancouver? It's kind of a tough theatre town.
I'm from North Vancouver originally, and coming back to the Playhouse was like coming home to the beginning of my artistic interests. It was on this stage that I saw the plays that made me want to be part of it. The character, for example, in the play, Red, Jim Maison, was part of the Vancouver acting school at the beginning of his career, and I remember being inspired by him in particular on our stage. So this is like a coming home for me.
Live audio description is really popular in the US, but in Canada it's still a novelty. What made the Playhouse decide to do that this year?
One of the things that I discovered about my job, I used to think my job was connecting artists and audiences, but it's actually connecting audiences to audiences and audiences to themselves. In other words, the play has to be significant and mean something to them. So that means it's really important that people have access to the material, and we feel that in terms of what a theatre company does is it has to reach absolutely the broadest community as possible. So we do signing, we do audio description, we try to make sure there's enough wheelchair spaces so that everybody can get in. We also are concerned about economic barriers, so we provide some pay-what-you-can performances. I'm really proud of that part of the Playhouse, and the audio described pieces for us wasn't a novelty. It was simply a way to reach yet another audience. And I'm happy to say we've only been doing it for a very short time, but our audience for specifically those performances is growing. So whenever there's a part of the audience that's growing, I feel we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. So it's just a real joy, and I'm just so pleased that the Playhouse is being a bit of a leader in that area.
In a scene from Red, Rothko has been commissioned to do a painting for the Seagram's Company in New York. He argues the concept of Red with his assistant Ken, who looks on bewildered and unsure of Rothko's reaction.
I don't even know what that means. What does red mean to me? You mean scarlet? You mean crimson? You mean plum, mulberry, magenta, burgundy, salmon, coral? Anything but red. What is red?
Can you tell us your name and where you're from?
I'm Linda Weber from Surrey.
And how did you enjoy the show tonight?
Oh, they do a fabulous job. Even before the show starts, they do a description of the set description. They describe the characters, what the characters look like. They even told us that the theater is 3/4 full. Like, you sometimes wonder, gee, I wonder how many people are here, and she says, yeah, it's like 3/4 full.
Did you listen to any of the advanced audio that they emailed?
Yeah, I always listen to that. It gives us a good idea ahead of time of what the play is going to be about. I think most of that stuff is probably what you would find in a program that we obviously can't read when we get here.
Can you tell us your name and where you're from?
Tammy Grennan. I'm from Vancouver.
And how did you enjoy the show tonight?
I enjoyed it. I really thought the acting was great. The discussion was very good as well, and the storyline. So I really did enjoy it.
What do you think of tonight's performance in terms of the audio description?
I thought it was very good, particularly because I'm not really a person who is familiar with colors. So it was really interesting to, they were describing not describing the colors per se, but just saying, the various colors that were being used, like the red and the white and the different colors. And I could kind of picture what that might be like from my own point of view. So I thought it was really neat that they described, or they talked about color and about a lot of the visual things. It kind of put those into perspective for me, so I really enjoyed that.
Tonight's VocalEye audio description really enhanced my experience of the play. I understood where the characters were, what they looked like, and most importantly, what this award-winning set looked like. It was an amazing experience. And in case you're wondering, at last report, Mark Rothko's paintings sell for about $30 million apiece. I'm Christy Cassie for Accessible Media in Vancouver.